What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Curtis, and yes, I bought a ZR2. Let me talk to you guys about this. I gotta let you know. Let me explain myself. All right, so starting off, I do miss my truck. I do miss my Z71. It was an awesome truck. Don't get me wrong, that thing can do pretty much do anything that anybody really wants to do. But for the type of wheeling I like to do and everything, I decided to upgrade to the ZR2. So, long story short, the dealership sent me a letter. They wanted me to trade my truck in. They offered me a good price. I had a bunch of equity in my Z71, and this is what I wanted the whole time. I just jumped the gun early when the Colorados came out, and I bought a Z71. I should have waited like 6 months to get the ZR2, but now we have one, and I love the color. I love black paint, but I hate black paint at the same time. And I swear to God, I'm gonna be nice to this truck. Swear to God. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and check out what we have in store. But if you guys wanna see those last videos of me beating on my Z71, hitting the hard trails that I probably shouldn't have, and push that truck to its literal limits. Like, I've done so many things in that Z71 with just the G80 locker. I'm honestly surprised, and a lot of people are also surprised. So if you guys haven't seen that content, make sure to check it out on my channel. Bunch of videos of me off-roading a Z71. It's black. I missed that thing. But let's talk about what we got going on here now. All right, so starting out, this is a 2025 ZR2. It only has 300 miles on it, and I'm already rock crawling it out here in these Maricopa lands. But 2025 ZR2, no lift yet. We are on 35s, my old 35-inch tires, my Firestone MT02s, and my Method wheels, the bronze. The dealership forgot to put the center cap on. I'm gonna get to that. But no lift, 35, so we do rub a little bit off-roading, but honestly, during daily driving, it's totally fine. I'm honestly surprised. So I do have the 2025, so I do have the nice welded on plate for some hydro bumps, which would be pretty nice in the future, but we got a refresh. And I'm super stoked on this. I really hope all my subscribers don't unsubscribe, because I'm still gonna be doing the same thing, still gonna be beating on the truck, still gonna have fun, still doing everything. I just gotta revamp it. And I start out with lockers, which is something that I really need. And I'm stoked. I'm really stoked. I'm honestly speechless on being able to do this. Thankfully, I had enough equity in my last vehicle to transfer it over, and they took my trade-in for a really, really good deal, I would have to say, for everything. So right now, all I have is my wheels and tires on my truck, but I ended up being able to keep every single thing on the truck except bumpers and my MagnaFlow exhaust. I'm pretty sad about that, and my Icon Stage 6 coilovers. So that is a bummer, but we have the Multimatics for now, and so far they've been all right. They've been pretty good, but we have some awesome plans in the future. You guys are not gonna guess it. I'm going different with this build. I'm going different, and I'm loving the ZR2 so far. I'm so excited to have this truck now, and this is what I wanted the whole time. If you guys are my long-term subscribers and you've been around for the channel forever, I'm gonna make sure in my videos, if I'm using my lockers, I'm going to tell you guys. So then you guys can reference on if I'm cheating or not, you know what I mean? Because I didn't really have that before. The G80 kind of works sometimes if it wanted to. I'm sorry if it's really windy too here. Maricopa gets really, really windy out here, but dude, I can't believe it. All right, since it's windy as balls, let me hop inside and I'll show you what type of spec I have. So let's get in here. Oh, I'm so excited to be able to have the full screen. Don't mind that, my TPMS is kind of broken. It says 10 PSI, but it's more than that. But can't believe, can't believe I finally get the full screen. Us 23 guys, you know, since we took a chance on the platform, we get screwed and only had a small screen. So I'm super stoked that I finally get this, because there's so many options. Like, I don't even know, there's like way too many options for me to even like pick. Like, I don't know, I just keep going through them, and super excited about that. Yeah, front and rear lockers, super excited. So I did end up getting the 360 camera also, and the Bose system and adaptive cruise control, because if I didn't get that, I would kind of be bummed, because my old truck used to have it, and I'm just gonna, might as well just pay an extra $100 a month for the ZR2 that, you know, I'm gonna love. I have my Wolf box up here. I still have to hook it up and then put my smart cap on and everything, but got to keep that. And I got to keep my Switch Pros panel too also. So I don't have any lights, but I got the bezel back in there and everything. And yeah, I love this material, because on the Z71, it's got that like sandpaper stuff in my little bitch elbows. It hurts my little bitch elbows and my little bitch knees when I'm kind of just driving for like 8 hours and it's rubbing on my knees. It hurts. But super excited about the interior. Still smells nice and clean, and I've been like holding my farts in because I really don't want to make my new truck stinky. You know, I love that new car smell, and yeah, I don't want my truck to not have the new car smell, you know what I mean? All right, and you know me guys, I already got a couple little pinstripers on here. It's that silver paint, so it should wash off pretty well, but we're already out here hitting the trails and everything. I love this color, I love this silver. They had this in black and a bronze metallic, but the bronze metallic's too close to black, and black is black, and I don't want black anymore. So, all right, maybe if I hold the microphone like this, it'll be less wind noise, but I'm putting my smart cap back on, hopefully this weekend, dialing in the bed setup again, and roof rack, I'm a little worried because I got to drill the roof again, and I really don't want to do that. So we might have the roof rack on, we might not. Maybe give me a couple months for me to drill myself a big bunch of holes in the top of my truck. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait on that maybe, but I really want my rigid lights back on, not gonna lie. And comparison to the DSSVs so far from my Icons, I'm not that impressed, honestly. That might be a little controversial, but oh, there goes my hat. Shit. But yeah, like I said, I'm not that impressed in the DSSVs. Maybe I just need to like wear them in a little bit. I don't know, but my Icons kind of drove a little bit better, and maybe it's because my sway bar. I'm gonna blame it on the sway bar. Sway bar was off in the old truck. I need to take the sway bar off this thing and see how it feels, really, without sway bar. So don't hate me for that, but we got some plans coming for that We got some plans coming for the front end, the suspension, rear suspension. Super excited on this build. And I hope you guys follow along with me because this is going to be a wild ride. I finally have front and rear lockers. We're going to have so much fun. The DV8 guys even want me to go to the Rubicon in a week, but I don't know if my suspension will be here in time. And I'm definitely not bringing it to the Rubicon with no lift on it because we already rub a little bit just doing this stuff today. So yeah, that's a no-go. Hopefully we get in time, but we might not. What do you guys think about the color? Let me know if you like the black or silver better. I'm just, I love black, but my thing was so scratched up from all this Arizona pinstriping, and I'm loving the silver. It hits, the sun hits it so well. Super excited on this build. I can't wait. Front, rear bumpers, hopefully soon, maybe, but love this truck so much. So with the True 35 1250 R17, I'm only rubbing a tad bit right here off-road. So that's cool. I guess I can wheel this a little bit until the suspension gets here, but that's top secret. You guys are gonna have to wait to see that one. I'm super excited about that. But dude, we got the flow tie. We got the flow tie. I can't wait to start building this thing and hitting the trails with the front rear locker. Can't wait. And honestly, these trucks are so affordable compared to the Ranger, Raptor, and Tacoma. The Trail Hunter's kind of dumb. Yeah, like this thing's way more affordable than any of those, and we have a front and rear locker on these ZR2s. You know, maybe not use that front locker all the time, but it's good to have if you need it. And finally, I have more travel in the front end because I have the longer control arms. You know, the Z71, they have the shorter control arms, which means you have less travel. Finally have that, and I don't know, I gotta fake it with wheel spacers because that's what I did before. That's why my truck was so wide, because I had those wheel spacers on it, but that's not actual travel. That's just kind of a little sketchiness, you know what I mean? But I could talk forever about this truck, but I gotta get home. I've never been on this trail, and I don't even know how to get out because that section was a little sketchy. I'm gonna have to wait on this hill climb because that shit's like vertical, and it's really windy, and I'm just gonna bitch out because I need more travel to not rub the back fender flare. Let me know down in the comments. I'm pretty sure all I really need to do is remove like those two screws, right? I think. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you guys have done and everything like that. And your boy already used the sliders on that last obstacle before I got up into this spot. So we already used them sliders. Hopefully I get the DV8 ones pretty soon. I don't know, because the DV8 ones don't hang as low as the OEMs. But yeah, like I said, I could talk about this truck all the time. Super excited to have front and rear lockers. Super excited to have a ZR2. It's a real off-roader. I mean, don't get me wrong, my Z71 could have done everything. But this is just, it makes it a lot more fun, a lot less sketchy. And not gonna lie, the Z71 CV axles are pretty small. So that always just scared me. And you know, getting parts from GM, having a broken CV up in the front would not be a fun time. But I better head home. I appreciate you guys watching so much. I love you guys so much. And please stay tuned for this build. I'm gonna let all you guys know when I'm using my front and rear lockers, or you know, I'm gonna let you guys know. So I'll let you know when I'm cheating, you know what I mean? So I appreciate you guys watching so much. Peace out, love you, bye.